Good afternoon, everyone. This is Melissa, the Stamp Doc, and today I'm going to do a pretty quick Facebook Live for you. I want to talk to you about the BOGO sale that I'll be having this weekend. It's going to start on Friday at 5 o'clock, and it will run through midnight on Sunday. So what I will do is I will post an album on Friday night that will have my retired stamp sets and dies, and possibly a few accessories. You might find a few odds and ends in there, like retired punches and such. And all of those will have a price listed for them. So for example, I have this needle and thread stamp set and the coordinating dies. And the catalog price on this is $45.75. So that is what will be listed on the BOGO sale. So if you saw these items on there, you would comment sold. And if you were the first one to comment sold, then these would be held for you. Then for that $45.75, you would need to make a qualifying purchase in the annual catalog equal to or greater than that amount to cover the price of these. So you're essentially reserving these. You're going to get these for free, and then you're going to pay for it by buying new product out of the catalog. So for example, this is $45.75. If I were going to go shopping, I might want to pick this Royal Peacock bundle, which is $46.75. You can go a little bit over, you just can't go under that amount. So there's quite a few stamp sets and dies, and then just individual stamp sets and other accessories that will be on this sale. So you definitely want to get it as close to possible for that. If you are local, your retired items will be available for pickup beginning on Monday. And if you're not local, then I will begin shipping your retired products on Monday. You will just need to pay the shipping charges on those, and I will try to mail those first class or the cheapest way possible. If it's a heavier item with a punch or anything, the cheapest way is usually to go with priority mail flat rate. If I can fit your items in that, I will. You will just be invoiced for the shipping amount, and that's it. So you'll pay shipping on these, and you'll have the order from Stamp It Up. I will have more detail posted with the album on Friday night, but make sure you share this with your friends, because this is a really great way for you to get some retired items and some new items as well. All right. So last Friday I held my bingo event, and one of the projects that we made were these little Post-it note holders, and these are super easy. It's got little Post-it notes there, so you could just throw this in your purse, and they're super easy to make. So this is with, what do we call this? Let me get that there. Follow Your Art Suite. So this is on pages 52 and 53 of the catalog, and you'll also find some more on the next page there. Okay, and let me just show you the dimensions you're going to need to create this with. So for the base, you're going to want to cut a piece of cardstock to 3 1/8 by 6 3/4, and then you're going to score it at 3 1/8 and 3 5/8. So I'm going to leave that here for just a moment. I'll set that down here. And then for your layers, you want a 2 3/4 inch square for the DSP. And then to layer behind that, I used a piece of cardstock in a coordinated color that was 2 7/8 inches square. So I've got both of those. So those are your measurements. And over here, I've already got all that put together. So you can see that. So what I'm going to do is layer the DSP onto the cardstock. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of snail adhesive there. And those measurements will give you just a nice little border around that. And we'll put some adhesive on the back. This one goes on the front. We'll put that there. And I've got my score lines here. Okay. And then almost all of your Post-it notes are 3 inches by 3 inches square. If you're using a different size, you might want to alter those dimensions slightly, but not necessarily have to do that. This was sticky strip that I put on the back of there. Anytime you need something with a strong hold, that is great to use. Actually, that wasn't sticky. That was tear and tape, not sticky strip anymore. And the tear and tape is great because you can just tear that and place that in place, but that will give you that firm hold there that you want, so you don't want that falling out all the time. Then I stamped my greeting and layered another circle on there. So this is the 1.5 inch circle punch, and then I used one of the layering circles for the die to layer behind that. I put just a couple of dimensionals on the back. I'm going to remove those, and I'll put that right there on the middle. And then this is one of the little embossed buttons, so I'm going to show you that. Those turn out really cute. I'm just going to add that to the corner there. So yeah, you've got just a really cute little Post-it note holder. So I will post those most likely on my blog within the next day or two, but there are your measurements for those. Now, part of what I wanted to show you, Crafting Forever is a stamp set that we had last year, and this one coordinates really well with a lot of those, and that's where I got the greeting that says do something creative every day. But the new stamp set is called It Starts with Art, and as you can see, it's got quite a few different ones too. And I've got to be very careful with this. So the coordinating dies that go with that stamp set, you can see right here I've stamped those and cut those out already, but these are what I really wanted to show you. Look how cute these little buttons are and the little borders that are there, and there's a lot of detail to those too, a lot of stitching and embossing. Really cute. I actually ended up buying this just from seeing the dies because they were so adorable. And then I think you probably caught a glimpse of the embossing folder. So that is what the coordinating embossing folder looks like, and that really does a nice job there. So there is what those look like. And if you're wondering how to get those little holes out of there, let me just tell you, my new buddy is this Take Your Pick tool. I've already used this quite a bit on other projects, but this is so awesome for getting those little things out. And then with that, they always include 2 of these foam pads. So you just put that on your foam pad, roll that out, and it gets out all those little bits and pieces. So this is a great little tool to have, and not to mention that I still have my little putty in too, which is great for picking up those small pieces. And then finally, I was going to show you all the make and takes from the bingo night. So this is with the Memories and More cards, and each person created their own cards. So everyone that did that had different looking cards, but very simple. These are just 2 pre-made cards layered onto one of the Memories and More cards. And then this one is a very simple card done with the To a Wild Rose stamp set, and I have shown that to you before. This one is super easy. And then as a final one, I was going to show you this one also, but I'm going to wait and save that for another video. Just a very quick and easy beginner card. So we will save this one for another video because I've got some other samples I want to share with you. So that's all I've got for you today. If make sure that you're aware of the BOGO sale that will be starting on Friday, 5 o'clock. If you have any questions about it, just send me a quick message and I'll let you know what I can. Hope to see lots of you online this weekend. Thanks for watching.